In order to start making your first CS2 map, all you do first is just download the tools, which you download the tools on CS2, load it up, and then in the settings and under game, you'll scroll down and you'll see download workshop tools. And after you get that done, go to Steam now, and you just play Counter-Strike, and then you'll see this second bar right here saying Counter-Strike 2 workshop tools, and you click that and push play, and we'll wait for that to load up. This screen will then pop up where you can create a new add-on, and then we'll call it test. I'll do _new since I already have one. And then you just want to launch tools, and it'll launch the CS2 up and also the workshop tools to make your map. So wait for that to load up. Now that this is loaded up, all you need to do now is go to tools in the top right and you go to hammer map editor, and then it'll bring up a new blank tab or blank world. And you go to file in the top left and hit new. And now you'll get a blank level. So we're just going to make a simple 3-lane map just to help you understand like the basics of the hammer editor and get the basics down. So to start that off, I probably want to change the grid size 32. I changed it 32 just to block out stuff in the beginning. Now eventually change it. Also, if you want to change the layout of this, just go to the top left right here, and there's like different ways to change it the way you would like. I prefer this way, which is the 3-view primary top. But then, yeah. So first thing first, we're just on block out our level, which we'll get the block tool. Right here is the cube, or Shift B for shortcut. And I'm just gonna drag out and make a room real quick, the spawn area room for the CTs. And we'll go here, and then we'll raise it up to, let's go with 260, 256. And we'll move to the translate tool right here, and that's the second one. And then we'll push F, which then inverts like the walls inside, so you actually see through the walls now. And yeah. Also, if you go to this light bulb right here, you bring in the player start to get the player size and how you want to measure it. So I could probably bring this down a little bit, but it's okay. And then actually I can show you here with the texturing. So our texturing, I usually go with the orange and gray texture to help me understand, like just to see what's going on. It's easier. So all you want to do for that is type in dev, and then scroll up a little bit. I just passed the area. Yeah, this is the measure. Why didn't pop up then? Probably underscore. But here's the orange one, and place the texture. All you do is click the faces that you want to put the texture on, and hold Shift down, select multiple. And then now you want to do Shift T, which just adds the texture onto it. And then I'll get the gray one, which is right here. I'll do the same thing, select the floor, then do Shift T again. And for this top face, I'm gonna put the sky here. And I'll just type in sky and scroll way down and be the tool skybox right here. And the same thing, just do Shift T. And I'm going 6 mode, F6 mode. Shows the lighting. Also, we gotta add an environmental light, and I think that's in the skybox too. I'll add that one in as well. And now you see the lights going on. Push F6, the light. You see the active light. And now we'll make some hallways going towards the bomb sites. So let's see how to make a hallway. So for the way I make a hallway is go in the edge mode, which is 2, and select the edges, these 2 edges right here. Actually, go on F5, it's easier to see. These 2 edges here, and then push V, which makes a cut in the middle. When you do that, every time you select 2 faces, it doesn't push V. It always does it in the middle. So it'll always be in the middle when you do that. And then I'm gonna push F, which then makes 2 more edges between the one that you just clicked, and I'm just gonna bring it out to 64, I think. Actually, we'll do 96. And then the same thing, we're gonna select these 2 faces and then make another cut by doing V and bring it up a little bit just to show the hallway. It actually looks like a hallway. And now we're gonna hold Shift down and extrude this hallway out. Then let go of it, and hold Shift down again. And let's see, on to it's match up like the same variables here, same numbers. make sure everything's even, and then we're just gonna extrude it out. You can also do it right here. It's easier probably. I would get used to like just probably blocking out this way instead of doing it in the main camera. That's what I've been trying to do too, but I sometimes go off and do that. But it's our first hallway, and I'll make another one over here. Different one. We'll actually make this one curved instead of straight like that one right there. So same thing, same process. You just do V and F. We'll keep the same number still, and then click these two edges and go up. I believe it is 64. Yep. And now we're gonna push this face out by holding Shift just a little bit, and then now we're gonna do Insert, which is next to your delete button on your keyboard, and drag it to the left. And then now we're gonna go to rotation mode, which is R. I'm just gonna rotate it by holding Shift first, and then just move it once. And then now we're gonna do Shift G now, and just tap it, and it'll make this curve, which then we can see if it's straight. Right there, it's fine. Yep. And there you go. That's how you make a curve hallway. And then we'll make one more hallway right here. So another one like this probably, just for mid. And the same thing, same process. V, then F. It'll still be a 96 still. And then we'll go here, get 64, and we're just gonna drag this out just a little bit. And then we're gonna make another room here. We're gonna make the big room here, this to make mid, which then will be like that. And hold down these two faces and just hold. I believe it's in. Wait, it's. Oh yeah, go. Let's push E. So you'll push E on these two faces, and then you'll just hold Shift on it, and then just drag this green one out, and it'll just extrude both sides for you, making it easier. Let's just push this back a little bit since we're gonna mirror this actually to make it easier on ourselves. And then we'll select these faces, delete all these faces now, like so. And now we're gonna select the whole map, like this, and the mesh tool. And now we're gonna go to mirror tool, which is this right here, or it's Shift F for the quick way in doing it. But we're gonna go to mirror tool and just click that, and then now we're just gonna drag it right in the middle, and it makes the exact same map as you can see here. And hit enter, and then there you go. And now we're gonna use the bridge tool just to bridge everything together. So to use the bridge tool, all you do is select all the edges on one face or one mesh, and then same thing here. Hold down Shift, select the other one, and all you do is click B and just connects them all together. And for this way, we're just gonna like make a big room like that. Actually, we'll just bridge it actually together. Just bridge it together like so. Makes that. Same with this one. Bridge it. And then we actually extrude these faces out, like we did for mid. And you already tell it's looking pretty good for the relay map. And there you go, get the relay map going. And now we're gonna add like something. We got like I'll show you how to add boxes, stuff like that, assets to it, just to give it some more, make it look different a little bit more. Go into your asset window and go to models, and underneath that, we'll just type crates in. And we'll just grab any crates. I'm gonna grab this crate right here. I'm just gonna put in the middle, like so. And we get dumb down the grid size just to make it easier to move things around that are smaller. To Shift C, and then start simulation. It'll actually drop in like use actual physics when moving it, so you can get some different angles when doing that, which is pretty cool. You stop simulation, and it should be fine now. You can resize it as so, all that stuff. And one thing I noticed, I didn't add the sky texture here, so to make it easier on ourselves, let's grab this. All you do is hold Shift and right click, and you just grab the texture like that, and you go to face mode, and we'll just select all these different faces and make them a sky texture. If you go in 6 mode, everything should be lit up, which it is. And now let's continue adding crates around here to give this bomb site and this map some life. Also, another thing we can also add is like a ramp if you wanted to do. So to add a ramp, all we do is make this block tool real quick. This is the way I do it. It's probably a better way of doing this, but it's the way I just do it as of now. Or the way you can do it, which is make a block tool from the block, and then I believe we'll stretch this out. And there we go, it makes a ramp for us. But it's not touching the ground though, for some reason. So let's grab the face of that and just drag it down. As for this one as well. And then we're just gonna copy it on the same side. Like that. It's a weird bomb site, but we're just testing here and getting things in order. Actually, I don't like that, yeah. Just like that. And then we're just gonna delete this face here and delete this face here, and actually bridge them together to make this one, like, this big ramp in the middle. And we could just push this piece like all these edges here. If you wanted to move this back a little bit, make some more space on top. So we'll actually make the bomb site on top, and really pretty interesting. Also, one thing to note is that when you make stuff like this, objects like this, you probably want to delete the faces that the player can't see, because it actually will make the rendering time faster, and it doesn't need to render all this like empty space in. So just cleaning up the stuff whenever you can is actually helpful. It is pretty time consuming, but it's helpful in the end. So we got our mid, we got our mid, we get our A and B sites, and now we're gonna actually make the CT spawns now on the bomb sites so the players actually can plant. So to make the CT spawns and all that stuff, first you need to do is we're gonna go in the grid 16, and we're gonna go to this light bulb, and then we're gonna go to counter terrace spawn point, and place that, and make a CT spawn point. And when you place these, you always want to make them 16 units above the map. So let's go to 16 in the grid size with the brackets, left and right bracket. Change that. I don't know if I said that before, but that's how you change the grid size, or by just clicking on this. But the brackets are easier. And now you just want to. I usually do like at least 10 spawns. So I just go like spread them out. You guys spread them out at least like 16 units part 2, I believe, so they don't collide with each other. So let me just do that. And then we'll select all these again and bring them forward, like so. So I usually go with 10. You could go with more. I believe they said you go with 16. It's pretty good, but I go with 10 right here. And now you want to make which ones are priority for in game, like for a competitive match. So make them priority. Number 1. You select all the ones you want to make priority, which will be this 5, and you go to properties, object properties. And now you want to, for spawn priority, make that 1. And then for the rest of them, actually just push H to hide those. And then for the rest of them, they'll be labeled as 2 for the custom games. And now unhide that, you just do Control or Shift U, brings them back. And now for CT or the T spawn, now all you now select all these, and we'll just hold Shift down and bring them over here and rotate them to 180 degrees. Plop it back here. And all you do is take out counter. Just take a counter and just enter, and automatically make them terraced, like so. All right. Now we're gonna make the bomb sites. So to make the bomb sites, all you do is go in the material browser and type in trigger. And now you want to get the block tool and just drag it out throughout the map or the spawn area. Because in this area, this orange area is going to be like where they can actually purchase the weapons and go into the buy zone. So making it a little bit bigger than it should be is helpful. So they have more room to buy. And I go outside the map a little bit just to be on the safe side. That's actually gonna get them. Okay, so now and enter. There we go, and that should be shown now. Not touching the ground though, so it's touching the ground. And now show the translate tool, like so. You go to object properties, and now we're gonna type in, or first we're gonna select it to mesh to entity, click that on top, or use shift, I believe it's shift T, I believe. Should also work. We'll try the next one, so that is how it goes. And then in the class, all you can do is func underscore buy zone. It will make this and change the team num to 1. And then that's all you need to do. And the same thing is for this way is go over here. But all you can do now is change this team num to 2. And now the buy zone should work. Now we can go to class. Instead of func buy zone, just do func underscore bomb target. And we'll make this A side. And we'll actually get rid of this. It shouldn't even be there. So bomb site, this would be A. And then we'll do this, copy and paste it. And drag it down a little bit. Go back to select mode to resize it. Like so. And we'll call this one B. Oops. And there you go. You get your bomb sites, your spawn, your buy zones. And now all we need to do now is just detail the map, texture, test it. So even go in textures now. We'll grab like a wall texture. And there's a bunch of different wall textures you can pick from. I'm just gonna go with like something nice. Let's see, something different. I usually do. I never use the Aztec stuff. So even when if you search exactly for Aztec, you just type in Aztec and bring up all the Aztec textures. So actually, let's go with a ground one first. Let's see. We'll go for stone wall. So now let's go to this mode, and for simple terms, I'm just gonna select all these, make everything stone instead of just going around making them all different textures. But if something's in the way, like this trigger and stuff, and they're getting in the way, you can just take them away by going to the auto viz group and deselecting triggers, and it'll just hide them while you build, making it easier on yourself. We got all the stone textures, and now let's get a ground texture now. Let's make the ground have some life now. Let's find a ground texture. And this looks right here. That's like ground grass. And now we select all the ground floors, which all I did again was just do hold shift alt down and then double click on the face you want to click on. It selects all the faces that are attached to it, and do shift T. There we go. That's ground floor going through all the map, like so. Okay, looking nice. Now let's texture this now. Make that feel like it's in the same area. So actually we're going to a different texture here. We're actually going to use a blend texture. So we're going to do Aztec and then blend. I'll show you what a blend texture is. And now we'll select which blend texture you would like to use. I'm going to use ground grass. I'm just the same thing goes. You just select the faces you want for it. And push T or shift T. But the only difference now is that you can actually like use this paintbrush right here, the blending paintbrush, which is shift V. But before you do that, first thing you want to do is actually make them have subdivisions. each face. And to do that, you scroll down right here, and you'll see this right here, increase subdivision. You want to make this at least like one or like level 1 or 2, maybe like level 1, because the more levels you go, the higher like you'll take on your PC, and then it make you lag more a little bit and be harder on your PC. So sticking with level 1 is good, or even going to like level 1, maybe level 2, but going to level 3 for like all this is kind of too much. So I'll stay on level 1. And now you go to paintbrush, the blend brush, and you select faces. Make sure that's selected, and now you can just make the radius as much as you want. And as you left click now, or hold left click now, it actually paints the texture that you would like that's blended with it. Which you can see now, it's just perfectly blending. You can just change the different strengths of it, of the brush, and the channel of which texture you want. Either have which is the mud texture or the grass texture. That's for this blend, which you can tell the mud one is the big one, and then like this little rectangle over here is the green, the grass, as the other texture you can add. So we can actually just move between that and paint it as you like. And let's go a little more green, more grass, a little bit more. And I'm gonna go more dirt here. Like that, looks really good. Cool. And then you just do that for all of those textures. And this might seem, let me see this. Okay, so yeah, if your texture seems stretched out, all you do is just like, cause like this texture right here, it's kind of stretched out compared to how I did it right here. So all you do is select the face, and you just go here at alignment and do align to grid, and it actually fixes it for you. So I'm gonna do that for all of these, or all the ones that are slanted. Cause it seems like the ones that are slanted are stretched out and look weird. So we're just gonna fix that, but then along the grid. Now they should be fine now, like so. And it gets really good. Ooh, forgot something right there. Okay. Now, honestly, now it's all about just detailing your map and then like making changes as so. For lighting, you can do multiple ways for lighting. So for one thing we do for lighting is just using the sky texture right here, which we use for this tunnel right here. Was go between each face here and select each one by holding shift down, and we'll go through each one and we'll raise it up a little bit, and then we'll add a sky texture. So now that we select all the ones we wanted to select, just raise them up by holding shift down, raise it up a couple units, and then now hold shift right click on the sky texture here, select it. Now I have it in our active material, and now you shift T. And as we go in F6 mode, we can see there's light going through now around the tunnel. And now for this hallway right here, we're just a little bit different. We're just gonna go into our models tab and type in lights. Now let's go with this right here. And we'll just put it in the ceiling. Turn it around 9 degrees. And make sure it's touching the wall. Let's go down 8 for this. Get this. Yeah, it's fine. And now you go into this little light bulb icon, and we scroll down to lighting, and we'll add a barn lights here. It's technically the spotlight for hammer, and we'll make it 9 degrees. Oh my goodness, what is happening? There we go, 9 degrees. Tab, and let's go to the light bulb tab, and then you can do light omni light, and then bring it out, and then let's put it under. I would just put this under this area, or put it right in the area. Just like give the light a little bit better, make the hallway a little bit brighter. Just from like the lights. There's 2 of them, and you can change how to change the brightness of them as you like. Okay, so now we'll bring in the light map, or back to the cube map that you always need in all your maps when you're trying to render them out. So first, you're gonna want the combined cube map and light probe. Just bring that in. Just combine to the lighting. I believe it's where those, but I just know you gotta make sure you drag it all throughout your map. You could do the easy route and just doing, just doing the whole map like so. But it's recommended that you just don't do that and just block out each room like I'll do right here, which it's kind of easier just going this way and just blocking it out and going like this. I'm gonna go 16 grid size and just make sure that it fits like throughout all the rooms and separates them one by one. It is time consuming, but it's like better this way instead of just making it the whole map, which will increase the rendering time, and also it's just not as efficient. Recommended to do it like that way. So now we just include, and also make sure that it is touching the ceiling. This was just touching the ceiling of your map, the height limit, to make it fit the whole room for each one. So I'm gonna go through all these and fit them through the map. Okay, now that we have all the light probes down, we actually select them real quick and see if we have everything down. Seems like we do. They're all connected. One thing I didn't then specify was that when insert, let's move this ball. If you want to move the ball itself, just push insert. It can move around and adjust it. But the ball should be like at least like head level size for the player every time. So it could up this a little bit like that. But down here should be fine. But I'll keep it up there just in case. But yeah, it should be at player level height. Some of us raise like all these by 1. And now next step is to add a light map. Light map pretty much, I believe, it adds reflections, I believe, or or it compiles all the lighting. But get the light map real quick. Grab that. And same thing as this, as the light probe. It's gonna go around the whole map. You don't want to do it for the entire map like I showed before. You want to put it in this room by rooms and give them their own space, because it shortens the compile time. I tried making like a small map like this, and I did the whole area as a light map, and it took forever to just to render out. Put the light map out by dragging it out like so. And then you'll bring it up at least, you got to do at least 128 above the player, like the highest point where the player can be. And now you drag us out throughout the map, like so, just like the light probes. So same process, just really tedious, but it'll really be helpful in the long run. So let's get that done, and we'll be back with that. I'll be back after I do that. Now that that's done, just make sure everything is close together and everything is covered by light maps. And when that's done, all you already do now is just render and get texture map. So to do that, just go to File and then Build Map, or F9. And fast build, we'll just make it in a fast compile. It'd be just no lighting. The lighting be pretty much not there, and it's pretty much there. Just test your map, get the layout correct as you want it to, and it's testing phase. And then full compile is just for just seeing how the lighting is before you actually do the final compile, and make sure the lighting's good and everything is how you want it. And the final compile is mainly just really what it is. It's the last thing you do. Everything is done. Everything's how you want it, and it's ready to go in the workshop, and you'll be able to do all that. So here we have the final render for the map, and you can't pick both sides still, even though we don't have the intros. But first, get the sense of how to make the map now. This is what we get. I'll run around for a little bit. But there's also things you can learn now, like the test in the future, or like use in the future, is like try like the team intros and all that, and then also the sound, and it's adding more detail is what you will eventually learn, and that's the next steps. And just adding stuff to it, testing it, see if it fits well with the map, and keep on improving. But that's how you make your first CS2 map. I hope you enjoyed it, and I would like to see some of you guys' maps you guys make. This tutorial helps. So if you have any questions, just write them in the comment section or come to Discord and ask questions there. We'll actually help you. With that being said, thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.